Well, hello friends, and welcome back to episode 14 of That Garden Life. We are currently in the park. We're doing a bit of a walk with Harper, hoping she will take a little nap before going down. Thought I'd take a minute to actually film a little update on what's been going on in the garden this week. Last week I showed you how we got our side gate installed. This was perfect to give us that privacy that we needed, and we really like it. And also the delivery from Rutland Classics came, and that's this lovely antique iron bench which we put in the secret garden. This week we got our front gate delivered, and this was a bespoke custom order from a company called Atkinson's. I believe it's handmade here in Leeds. They specialize in gates and fencing and all of that stuff, and we got this gate made by them. The front gate was installed by Terry and Ian, and when they came last week they also laid another layer of sand on top of the driveway, and it's looking really good at the moment. Now let's talk about the front gate. Now I'll start by saying that it is of extremely good quality. It's very solid, it's very robust, it's very beautifully made, just a solid piece of wood. It's really good looking on its own. But after they installed it, I am gonna be very honest with you, I hated it. I didn't like the look of it. I thought it didn't fit the style of the house, it didn't fit the style of the neighborhood. I thought it was way too bulky, and it just didn't look good. Also, what really annoyed me was the fact that we had 5 different types of wood, as I'm going to show you right now. In front of the house we had 5 different types of wood between the gate and the side gate and the side panels and the side fence. It was just too much, and it looked very accidental, it looked very hodgepodge, and I really didn't like it. We contemplated what to do with this gate, and we seriously considered, you know, taking it down and seeing if we could find someone to sell it to on the internet, or just taking it down and burning it. I just didn't want to look at it. I was just so annoyed at this very anticlimactic end to this series and to this effort, this like 2-month-long effort now of getting this garden together, and it was pretty sad. Well, the audio from that footage in the park is useless because the wind is blowing into the microphone. So the only argument that really kept us from removing the front gate was the safety argument, and that is having a safe space for our daughter to play in the front of the house and not having to worry about her running in the street. So we kept it. We took a few days to mull it over, to really see how we felt about it, and we realized we needed to give it a proper shot with the whole front gate being stained in the same color. We had this stain that Garrett had bought to paint the fence in the secret garden, and we have that fence already gray there. It looks lovely. It looks a bit dark. That's just because there isn't that much sun. We decided to give it a go and paint all of the wood in the front garden in that gray. So cue a whole weekend of Garrett painting, not once but twice, because he had to go in with 2 coats on both sides of the wood. And this is something that we had considered or thought about at the beginning of the project, but we didn't think we would have to do it, and the fact that we had to do it just made it that bit more annoying. Ultimately, I think we made the right call, and we're happy with what it looks like now. So today is the day to stain the wood in the front garden. Hopefully in the front it will look much lighter. This is the much anticipated moment. Once we start, we can't go back. Let's see, let's do a close-up. All right, Silver Corpse, come through.
All right, so as usual,
Oh, looks really nice actually.
go with the stain, go with the
So how do you feel about the front garden now that it's all stained?
I think it now has a uniform look to it. I think the gate, now that it's a dark gray, it looks less imposing. I seem to slim it down. I think the block now match the gray and the posts match the trim line in the blocks. That's all slightly accidental, but now that it's done, now it looks intentional.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think without those 5 different woods, it all kind of now looks quite slick. It did get a bit more modern looking with the gray, but I think with the driveway and everything else, it fits quite nicely.
Yeah. It's less of an English garden look now, more of a modern garden look, but I think overall it's really nice.
And I think once our plants in the front next spring, or maybe 2 years from now, when they reach their full sort of size
Potential.
your eye's going to go to that because it's going to just look wild.
Yeah. I think we do need to maybe add some pops of color here and there, some pots. Overall, amazing job. We also reframed and hung some outdoor art and created this beautiful little seating area here, and I like the way it looks. That's it for this week. Next week I'm planning to create a video where I'll walk you through or talk you through our thought process for choosing the plants in our garden. So, you know, what resources we used, what was our thinking behind it, you know, and for someone who has never done this before, there was a lot of research that went into this, and I'm pretty happy with the final result and what we came up with, you know, having no experience in this. So I hope that'll be useful for you as well. And yeah, let me know what you think of the stained wood in the front and of our modern look. I hope you have a lovely week until next Sunday, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.